Hello everyone, it's your host SethTheProgrammer, and today I'm actually going to be discussing Itachi Uchiha. I thought this would be pretty appropriate. Actually, it's something else in mind, but I thought this would be pretty appropriate because everyone's talking about Sasuke because of Sasuke Shinden and Naruto. So I was like, you know what, let's talk about Itachi, his older brother, the older brother he looked up to that was like a fucking god when he was still in his prime, you know? So anyways, let's get right into this. Also, if you haven't seen my video on current Sasuke, I'd recommend checking that out after this. Links in the description. I also have some stuff on Naruto and how fast they are. And those are pretty good views, so you should check those out if you love Naruto. Also, if you like what I do, you like my calculations, you watch all my stuff, you may as well just give it a subscribe, man. I always do Naruto content, Dragon Ball content, I do all kinds of stuff. I always do these kind of videos. So if you like what I do, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button. It means a fuck ton to me, man. You have no idea. Now, before we even get into the power of Itachi, there's one thing you should know about Itachi. He's an absolute genius. Even at the age of 7 years old, his wisdom and understanding of the world around him rivaled that of the Hokage themselves. He learned how to use the Sharingan at just 8 years old and became an Anbu General at the same age Naruto and Sasuke became Genin. With this massive intelligence, he can easily plunge others into a 72-hour torture session in an instant, and can even mind-fuck other shinobi by simply pointing at them. And all of this is done while he's dying of a terminal illness. He was such a prodigy that when he was reincarnated, he easily dismantled all of reincarnated Nagato's abilities and summonings, and even one-shotted him from behind. This is the same Nagato that was cream-pieing Bijuu, Naruto, and Killer Bee simultaneously. In terms of attack potency, it's a little bit complicated, but Itachi himself is not extremely special in this category. He's mostly a technique kind of guy, but it should be noted that when he's reanimated, meaning he's not suffering from illness and is slightly weakened, as shown with Madara when he gets reanimated and brought back to life, he is still able to swap hands with Bijuu Naruto. The same Naruto who's one out of like 2,000 shadow clones was so powerful he could take out the weakened, reanimated Third Kage. The same ninja that took on 10,000 shinobi at once and fought the rampaging Eight Tails to a stalemate with basically his bare body when he was alive. This scaling is further backed by the fact that Sasuke, before even obtaining the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, took hits from the fourth Raikage, who Karin, who saw the Eight Tails fight, said his chakra when maxed rivaled the Bijuu, which makes sense considering that he uses the same jutsu as the third Raikage who took on the Eight Tails. Although I wouldn't say they're the same level. The same Bijuu who can obliterate mountains with Bijuu Damas. Then remember that Sasuke obtained Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan afterward and got a lot stronger, and was still rivaling a weakened reanimation of Itachi. And in fact, Itachi was like trying to save his life the whole time they were fighting Kabuto. But that's a different story. Proving Itachi is insanely powerful even for his level of Sharingan, which isn't even an advanced and eternal version. With his Susanoo, he could easily be able to take out a weaker tailed beast, like the Eight Tails probably. Although probably not the Nine Tails, because the Nine Tails is a completely different story when it comes to the tailed beast. At least in raw power. I'm not saying Itachi couldn't beat the Nine Tails. I'm saying when it comes to raw power, the Nine Tails is probably above him. Meaning he should easily be mountain level plus in attack potency with basic scaling. This also makes sense when you consider reanimated Madara, who's also weakened, with a casual slash of his perfect Susanoo, could rip apart mountains with a swing of his sword miles away. Just the air pressure that came from his sword swinging would ass fuck mountains. So saying Itachi with his Susanoo, who's also stated to be like tailed beast level, can't destroy a mountain using his full power and his full concentration is a little bit of a fallacy. I mean, it doesn't really make a lot of sense when Madara over here is casually fucking them while not even hitting them directly. In terms of speed, Itachi is extremely downplayed for many reasons. Itachi, while sick, fatigued, and so weak he was literally about to die, is able to react to Kirin, a jutsu that harnesses lightning itself, at point-blank range. Now, many people say Itachi is relativistic to lightning due to this, however, that's a fallacy, because he did this on his literal deathbed. And even Kakashi Hatake, who could barely handle a clone of Itachi at 30% his actual strength in Shippuden, could tag and cut lightning in half with his lightning cutter, while not even at his full chakra strength when he was much younger. This in itself could prove Itachi is above lightning in terms of speed, but let's take it even further. The fourth Raikage blitzes Mangekyo Sharingan Sasuke, the same Sasuke who could tame lightning and was easily above a half-dead Itachi. The same Raikage then gets blitzed by Naruto, and then that Naruto then gets dodged and struck by a weakened Itachi, meaning Itachi is capable of tagging the fourth Raikage, who can tag beings that could easily, handle lightning. So Itachi is easily a few times faster than lightning if he's at full power. Remember, when he dodged that lightning from Sasuke or reacted to it at point blank, he was dying. He was not at full power. Sasuke only used that jutsu because he was dying. And Sasuke had no chakra, and that jutsu doesn't require any real chakra to use. So please keep that in mind when you're trying to downplay Itachi, alright? The most interesting part about him, other than his insane jutsu like Amaterasu that can fucking burn other fire and can burn for eternity, and ocular genjutsu that can fucking torture you for 72 hours in an instant or even rewrite your destiny, it is none other than the tools of Itachi Susanoo. Itachi Susanoo is strong, but it's not the strongest, but it is the most impressive for a reason. The reason it's the most impressive is due to the spirit weapons it possesses, the Yada shield and the Totsuka blade. With these two, Itachi has the potential to literally beat anybody in the Narutoverse. Not saying he would beat anybody, but he can beat anybody if he plays his cards right. The Yada mirror is a shield that can repel any attack. In the face of a god's powers, all attacks, whether from a material or an astral body, ninjutsu or physical, lose their meaning. Basically, his shield blocks and nullifies fucking anything, even spiritual attacks or non-physical attacks, which is absolutely insane. Similarly, his sword is somewhat the same, but in an offensive perspective. Not even the Totsuka blade has a physical body, meaning blocking it is literally almost impossible because you can't touch it unless you have an astral defense. On top of this, if it does touch you, it seals you into an eternal genjutsu for all of eternity. Even if it just cuts you, and you can't even block it because it's a spirit weapon. So yeah, with those tools, he could pretty much beat fucking anybody. I mean, could you imagine if Itachi was there when they were fighting like Kage or even Madara? Like if he hit them with the Totsuka blade, that'd be GG right there. GG no RE. And remember guys, all of the calculations I'm giving you are pretty much lowballs when it comes to destructive capabilities. And let me explain this, okay? So basically what I did was destructive capacity, okay? What they've shown in feat-wise, what they can destroy, etc. But the scaling and attack potency of Naruto characters is way different than their fucking destructive capacity, okay? Here's an example, okay? The Shinobi Alliance, despite only, being fucking like wall level on majority of the occasions, like the average ninja is like wall level. If you took like the entire Shinobi Alliance, like all 8,000 of the remaining of them after the war, after most of them died, amped Kaguya Otsutsuki, who was basically the humanized Ten Tails and the God Tree, to a level so powerful that she was able to create so much chakra it could engulf an entire dimension. Okay, and that was confirmed Planet Plus. Now, these are just normal ninja, like 8,000 ninja. Then remember that Naruto, earlier in the story, was able to empower all of those same ninja by 3 times their normal chakra by slapping on their shoulders and shit with only half of the Nine Tails. Okay? And then remember that Itachi is basically as strong as the 8 Tails, which is basically a chunk of the 10 Tails, and the 10 Tails is basically relativistic to being able to destroy continents, countries casually, and is even comparable to the world in some cases, especially if you look at Kaguya. So yeah, Itachi may be way fucking stronger than I actually just implied with this video. I just want you to keep that in mind. I was being really generous because, like I said, the main thing about Itachi is not his power. It's his abilities and his intelligence. That's his main jip. His main jip is his intelligence, his genjutsu, his hacks. But power-wise, he may be a lot fucking stronger than we actually give him credit for. And if you watch my other videos and you even do some basic critical thinking, you just think, wow, Naruto and Sasuke with just, a few tailed beasts slapping each other's hands can create a moon. Alright, and then you realize Itachi's as strong as one of these tailed beasts. You just gotta keep it into consideration, man. So yeah, Itachi is basically a god if you give him full arsenal. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something, and till next time.